I brought a bag with me. The goal was to pick up any litter that I found along the way while I was taking photos. In addition to that, I was planning on taking photos of each piece of trash that I found just so I could include it in the video. Now, I had brought two things with me. One was this for B-roll, my cell phone, and a microphone. I was going to do some vlogging type stuff. But turns out the application that I used was peaking the audio. That was worse than I thought. Huge bag now of junk. Of course, every single bottle is alcohol. Kind of says something, doesn't it? Oh, I see another one. Should have used a different one. Still got the B-roll though. Also, I used the M100 with the 22mm f2 lens just to take regular photos. I did take a few regular photos, but as I said, I was trying to focus on this goal today, is to see how much litter trash I could find. I planned on doing this quite a while back, but it had snowed and then it hasn't been warm enough to see any litter, see any trash on the ground since just a few days ago. This seemed like a good opportunity, made it happen. As I went through the state park, one path really didn't have too much. Generally, some areas are very clean, they're very nice. Actually, probably a lot of the state park is that way. Really depends because there's a large lake. The water flows in a certain direction, and I definitely was able to find the mother lode, as they say, of litter and trash. Now, I knew about this area because I walk around this state park quite a bit, take photos. I found a lot of beer bottles, a lot of beer cans. It's probably a vast majority of what I found. Even found this pants, someone's pants. So I think that was probably a mistake. Maybe it fell off of a boat or they just left it there when they were fishing. Certain things like that are probably mistakes. That's not a huge deal. Anyone who goes out, takes photos, goes fishing, please consider the state park. Consider it for yourself, of course, but other people, for the animals, for the plant life. Everything you leave around, especially plastics, are not good for the environment. Like I said, that was the goal, is just to take photos of what I found, dispose of it properly. All in all, I did find quite a bit, about half of the bag. Glad that I took this time to clean up that area. Go back in maybe a few weeks, a few months to see if there's more. I'm sure there will be. Definitely, if you go out taking photos, you go out just walking, I'd suggest bringing some type of bag. Of course, you don't have to spend money on bags. You can just use something like a grocery bag that you got. It really doesn't matter, just as long as you bring something so you can easily dispose of stuff you find along the way. I'm guilty of this in the past, as I don't bring anything bag-wise with me, and then I see this stuff and I think, okay, maybe I can bring one bottle back to the parking area, usually where there's a large garbage can. Situations like that, I want to get better and better at it, trying to remember each time to bring something. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video and will consider doing these things as well. Really helpful to your local areas, all the other people that use the state parks or use the parks in your areas, and the wildlife, just the general health of these places.